Hello! Today's the day after Black Friday, and I just want to make you a video about Black Friday because for the first time in several years I went out shopping on Black Friday, and my husband was very surprised that I even agreed to go. Part of it's because I used to work at Macy's and I had had enough of Black Friday after working there, and then also that you hear in the truth movement, you hear about Ascension, and you hear about how some of the people that are shopping at Black Friday are just acting like zombies, and they're just consuming, they're being materialistic, they're being controlled to do so. So it's kind of turned me off the past few years. But what I was surprised to find out was that it wasn't quite what I expected. Sure, there were a lot of people and there were lines, crowds, full parking lots, but every place we went, we somehow managed to get a good parking space, which was strange. The first store was the earliest store when it kind of just opened, and it was so busy, but people were being polite, talked to a lot of people in the lines and people that worked there, and everyone was really pleasant, and it was a fine experience. So there were no problems there. Then we went out to eat, and it was kind of crowded, but waited a few minutes, got a table, and we ran into two people that we knew, and so that was really nice. We hadn't seen them in a while. And then we went shopping at a few other stores. We saw some other people we knew, which was nice, and also the trend continued, just talking to people. Everybody was nice, people that worked there, people that were shopping. There were no problems. Ended up getting a few things that I had been thinking about getting for a long time. Got a few things that support my wellness that I had wanted. My husband got a couple things. We got some more Christmas decorations because we wanted to be extra festive this year. So we're planning on decorating more than we have in the past, which we do decorate, but we wanted to do some extra things. And we got a few presents, and everything was fine. At the end of our shopping, we went to the grocery store, and it was really interesting because we went to produce section, where you first walk in, and immediately we're talking to somebody that works there because I was kind of getting excited about the vegan salad dressing, and he was like waiting to put something on the shelf right where we were. But then I walked a few feet, and then this man rushes over in one of those, riding carts. He just like zooms over and starts talking to me about Virginia because I was wearing a Virginia Beach t-shirt. And he was also stationed in Norfolk, like my husband. He had lived near Yorktown, so we talked about Virginia for a few minutes. Then a woman walked by, and she's like, I was stationed in Norfolk. And so she started saying where she had lived, and then her daughter said she was born there and told me where she was born, and I, of course, knew the hospital and everything. And it was pretty funny because we're nowhere near Virginia. So this was really fun. And then we kept on walking the produce section, and then my husband turned around to get something, and then this man walks towards me, and he just stops and stares at me and doesn't say anything. So I was like, okay, what's going on here, right? I was just thinking that. I smiled. And then he said, I'd like to give you my coupons. And he hands me these coupons for the store. And I said, thank you. My husband turned around like, who is she talking to now? And he was very nice, and I don't really know why he gave me the coupons. They didn't expire until January, but it seemed like he was compelled somehow to do this. So then we walked, we finally got out of the produce department, did more shopping, talked to some people here and there, and everything was fine. So it really was a pleasant experience, and I was kind of surprised because I had been turned off by the idea of going out on Black Friday. So I was just wondering, did anyone else experience this? I don't know if this has to do with the fifth dimension. Does this have to do with me? Does it have to do with where I live? Just like to get your thoughts. I mean, does Black Friday exist in the fifth dimension? I don't know.